Hello. Today we'll discuss about IELTS speaking part 3. Speaking part 3 is related to speaking part 2. In speaking part 3, examiner will ask you follow-up questions. What are these follow-up questions? Don't expect the same questions that were asked in the speaking part 2. For example, if the topic was in speaking part 2 in your cue card, or describe a historical place that you recently visited. The follow-up questions will be like, why people visit historical places? What are other historical places in your country? What are the impacts of visiting historical places? And if they ask you the topic, describe a gift that you recently gave to someone. In the follow-up questions, they will ask, why people give gift to each other? Do children like gift more as compared to the adults? What type of gifts, etc. Part 3 is called discussion. Don't give 2 to 3 sentence answer in this part. You must give answer in 5 to 7 sentences and maintain a good eye contact with the examiner. And if examiner says you should stop, you should stop. Or he will give you a gesture to stop. So you must have a good eye contact with the examiner. Now, in speaking part 3, what type of questions will they ask you? First of all, we'll discuss opinion-based questions. What are these questions? In opinion-based questions, they will ask you, do you think, do you believe, what's your opinion? For example, if they ask, do you think education system in your country will improve? So first and most important thing in this part is to understand the question. And if you don't understand the question, you can ask them to repeat the question, and even you can ask them to elaborate the question. And when you ask the examiner to elaborate the question, and sometimes he changes the question, it's normal. So if you don't understand the question, you can ask them to repeat the question. Don't answer the question if you don't understand. And try to remember the question, because these questions are long and generally candidates forget about the question when they are in between their answer. So you must remember the question. And next important thing, don't give your opinion about the question. For example, if examiner asks you a question and you start saying, this is very good question. I like this question. I love this question. That's what I want you to ask me. So these things are considered negative. Don't give your opinion about the question like it was a perfect question. You just have to start the answer with the word, well, as far as I'm concerned, well, in my opinion, well, according to me. So when you will start with these words, examiner will get the idea that you know about the question. So never give your opinion about the question. This was the first category. Next category is advantage, disadvantage questions. For example, if examiner asks you, what are the advantages and disadvantages of online shopping? Keep in mind, he will use plural words here, advantages and disadvantages. Then you have to memorize 3 to 4 words while answering. Number 1, first of all. Number 2, secondly. Number 3, finally. So you have to answer advantage, disadvantage questions with these words. For example, the examiner says, what are the advantages and disadvantages of online shopping? You start, there are many advantages of online shopping. First of all, it's convenient. If people work, are they busy in their home or somewhere else, they can order anything. So it's convenient for them. Secondly, no crowds. While doing physical shopping, you have to stand in queue for hours. Finally, it saves time. So you have used first of all, secondly, and finally. So you must remember 3 to 4 words. And if he asks, what are the drawbacks of online shopping? Or what are the disadvantages of online shopping? You will start saying, there are many disadvantages of online shopping. First of all, risk of fraud. It's maximum in online shopping. Secondly, delay in delivery. You cannot get immediate products. So this is another disadvantage. And finally, faulty products. You may get faulty products in online shopping. So you have seen that I have used three words. First of all, secondly, and finally. The third and very important category is comparison. The examiner will ask you comparison based questions like what are the benefits of studying abroad instead of studying in your own country. So you have to compare two countries, the benefits of two countries. And you'll start saying, if you study abroad, you get internationally recognized degree as compared to studying in your own country. So you have seen that I've used the word as compared to. So you have to remember 3 to 4 phrases for comparison based question like in comparison to, as compared to, on the other hand. Next important category is prediction. Some question will be asked on the basis of prediction. What does prediction mean? It means that to say something about future. For answering these type of question, you must remember 3 to 4 phrases that you will use while answering. Number one, in the foreseeable future. Number two, it can be expected. Number three, it is likely to happen. So you will use these type of phrases and must remember you will use future tense, will, shall, etc. For example, if he asks, do you think your country will make progress in the coming 20 years? You will say that, well, in the foreseeable future, I can see that my country will make progress. It will make progress in every field. So if you remember all these types of questions, which are called follow-up questions, and you answer correctly while using these phrases, you will get maximum bands. Thank you.